the Compassionate and Merciful. Abdullah al-Daysani asked Hisham bin al-Hakam, "Is there a Lord for you?" So he said, "Yes." He said, "Is he powerful?" He said, "Yes." "Powerful, compelling." He said, "Is he able to enter the whole world into an egg while not making the egg any bigger and not making the world any smaller?" Hisham said, "The respite." So he said, "I respite you for a year." Then he went away from him. So Hisham rode over to Abu Abdullah Imam Sadiq alayhi salam and sought permission to see him, and he permitted him. So he said, "O the son of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi, Abdullah al-Daysani, the atheist, came over to me with a question, there being no reliability with regards to answering it except upon Allah and upon you." So Abu Abdullah alayhi salam said to him, "What is that about which he asked you?" He said to me, "Such and such." The question the atheist asked Hisham. So Abu Abdullah, meaning Imam Sadiq salamullah alayhi, said, "O Hisham, how many are your senses?" He said, 5. The Imam said, "Which of these is the smallest?" Hisham said, "The looking." He said, "And how much is the measurement of the viewer, the eye?" He said, "Like a lens or less than it." So the Imam said to him, "So look in front of you and above you and inform me of what you see." So he said, "I see the sky, land, houses, castles, the desert, mountains and rivers." So the Imam said to him, "The one who is able to enter that which you see into the lens or less than it is able over entering the whole world into the egg, neither making the world any smaller or making the egg any bigger." So Hisham leaped up and kissed his hand and head and leg and said, "It is sufficient for me, O the son of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi," and left for his house. And al-Daysani, the atheist, came over to him and said to him, "O Hisham, I've come to you as Muslim and did not come to you requesting for the answer." So Hisham said to him, "If you had come requesting, so here's the answer." And he told him. So al-Daysani went out from him until he came over to the door of Imam Sadiq salamullah alayhi. So he sought permission to see him, and he was permitted. Then he seated next to the Imam and he said, "O Ja'far bin Muhammad alayhi salam, introduce me to my master." So Abu Abdullah said to him, "What's your name?" So he went out from him and didn't inform him of his name. So his companion said to him, "How come you did not inform him with your name?" He said, "If I had, I would have said to him, 'It's Abdullah,' meaning slave of Allah," while he was an atheist, so he was ashamed to tell the Imam his name. He would have said to me, "What is this whose slave you are? Who's this whose slave you are?" So they said to him, "Return to him and tell him to introduce you to your master and not to ask about your name." So he returned to him and said to him, O Ja'far bin Muhammad, introduce me to my master and do not ask me about my name. So Abu Abdullah said to him, be seated. And there was a young boy of his in whose palm was an egg he was playing with. So Abu Abdullah said to him, give the egg to me, O boy. So he gave it to him. So Abu Abdullah said to me, O Daisani, this egg is a hidden fortress. There is a thick outer skin for it, and underneath a thick skin is a thin skin, and beneath the thin skin a gold water, meaning the yolk, and silver fluid. So neither does the gold water mix with the silver fluid, nor does the silver fluid mix with neither of them. So it's upon its state. Neither does a repairer come out from it so he could inform of its correctness, nor does a spoiler enter into it so he could inform about its spoiling. It is not known whether it is created to be a male or a female to come out after incubation. It could burst out like the colors of peacocks. Do you see that? There is a mastermind for it. The narrator said, so he thought for a while, then said, I testify that there is no God except for Allah, there being no associates for him, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi is his servant and his Rasul, and you are an Imam and proof from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon his creatures, and I am repentant from what I was in. The source of this debate or dialogue is Al-Kafi, Volume 1, the Book of Tawheed, Chapter 1, Narration 4. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.